Ayo, hello everybody, welcome back to In-Depth Isaac. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, including the one that's coming out in approximately an hour after this. I'm trying something new. This is mini In-Depth Isaac. There's some ideas and concepts in the game, such as explaining certain items or ideas that are just impossible to create a 10-minute video about. And I don't like the idea of having multiple concepts in one video, so instead of one long in-depth, we're going to do two mini ones today. Today we're looking at a concept in Isaac that you may have heard of, ticks. No, we're not talking about this guy. We're talking about the form of time in games, and specifically in Isaac, that can make some items really, really good. We're going to see in this video, using ticks and also using Minecraft, why Brimstone is such a good item in terms of damage. Let's hop right in. So we already said that when talking about ticks, we aren't talking about this guy, so what exactly are we talking about? Typically in games, a tick refers to an iteration of some kind of loop. One can say that the game ticks once per frame, or that when a character walks, one tick occurs. Most games have a tick rate of either 30 ticks per second or 60 ticks per second, but games do not have to follow this standard. For example, let's take a game that we all know, Minecraft. Minecraft has a tick rate of 20 ticks per second. In Minecraft, 24,000 ticks is equal to exactly 1 day night cycle, or 20 minutes. Each one of those ticks has a chance to do something, whether it be grow a crop, sprout a mushroom, spread a vine, strike lightning if there's a storm. While Isaac doesn't have distinct things that occur during its ticks, it still utilizes a similar system. Isaac's tick rate is approximately 15 ticks per second. Tyler, how the hell do you know that? Well, we could conduct our own experiment here. Say we had a cube of meat in Spider Mod. We can use cube of meat to deal damage and see exactly how many damage indicators come up in 1 second. We would need to put the footage into slow-mo and then pull out a microscope and see everything occur. Or we could just go on the Isaac wiki where they have it documented in a very discreet way. Under cube of meat, the wiki distinctly tells us that 1 cube of meat will deal 7 damage per tick, or 105 damage per second. This implies that if we take 105 and divide it by 7, we're going to get the number of ticks in 1 second. Using some basic math, we can find out that there are 15 ticks in a second in Isaac. So Tyler, why is this important? Why is 15 ticks per second so important? Well, there's so many items that rely on ticks to deal their damage, such as pretty much every orbital and most importantly Brimstone. Every tier shot in the game is equal to 1 tick of damage. 1 tier equals 1 tick. Remember that. So now why is Brimstone so damn good? Well, Brimstone doesn't do damage on a per tier basis. It does damage based on ticks. And a lot of ticks, in fact. Every Brimstone beam does 13 ticks of Isaac's damage. This also shows that Isaac's Brimstone beam takes a little under 1 second to occur, since we have 15 ticks in a second. Now, what does 13 ticks of damage mean? In Isaac, 1 tick of damage is equivalent to 1 tier's damage. Brimstone doing 13 ticks of damage means that it's doing the damage of 13 tiers. Now slow down, I know what you're thinking, Brimstone must be a 13 times damage multiplier. Not quite. With a high rate of fire, you can actually do more ticks of damage, meaning more tiers per second, than Brimstone can. However, with that high rate of fire, you could spam numerous Brimstone shots that can then do a massive amount of damage. This is why the item is so damn good. It's all in the ticks. Just to prove to you the tick rate in Isaac is as important as it is, if we were to increase Isaac's tick rate to 30 ticks per second instead of 15, we would nearly double the damage that Brimstone already does, since it would be doing around 26 ticks of damage per beam. Each tier would also deal twice the damage as well. This is pretty crazy stuff. If we were to decrease the tick rate to, say, 10, Brimstone would do significantly less damage than it already does. They've created a perfect tick rate at 15 that all of the items tend to work around, and it just makes the game balanced and what it is today. If you enjoyed this mini in-depth Isaac video, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, in about an hour, we're going to have another in-depth video talking about everything you need to know about Succubus. Should be a good time. If there's another in-depth video you'd like to see, let me know down below. There's definitely more on the way. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.